for today. Today we have a very special guest in our midst. She's pretty. Are you single? I think she's taken. I don't know. She'll come and tell us when she comes. So we'll be talking about university education in Nigeria. I'm sure you guys have clicked the subscribe button, you've commented, and you've shared to your friends. One love. We have a very special guest in our midst. Her name is Florence. She will introduce herself, and like I said earlier, our topic for today is university education in Nigeria. So Florence, please introduce yourself, tell us what you do and any other thing you would like us to know.
Hi guys, my name is Florence Ogunbore. I'm into web development and I also do technical writing, and right now I work as a freelancer web developer.
Okay, so if you need a web developer, she's right here. So diving straight into our topic for today, university education in Nigeria. I've forgotten our co-host. I'm your host, Keaton, and our co-host. I think you just came back from the isolation center.
I came back last week.
You did not come back last week, you just came back this week. So Florence, what do you think about university education in Nigeria?
First of all, I think we don't have any university education in Nigeria. Talking about the public sector at this point, like the public universities. But private universities, they are one of the best, in fact, in Africa. I think Covenant University is not the top university in Nigeria. But looking at the private universities, even entering, then getting in, everything is just a mess. Everything is a mess. Like, just look at last year when the COVID lockdown happened. Can you believe no public university was able to run a successful online class? And now every student have an extra year, which shouldn't be so, without considering ASU strike, which is another factor. So I think everything at this point, university education in Nigeria, public university education in Nigeria, is a mess. And I don't know at this point.
Well, earlier when you said Covenant is the best in Nigeria, but also during the lockdown, our friends there, they said they could not do online classes too because of their service required.
But the thing is, they were able to curb it earlier and be able to run it because their section is, how will I put it? Like I said, public university section is like a little bit mixed up. Everybody's like a year behind. But you cannot, okay, community university, they just recently add their convocation. So you can't tell me that they had, fine, you can have some few glitches, but they were still able to successfully run the online classes as at last year. Because I also have a few friends there.
Well, it's easier to get into their school because I think 150 is the cut off mark and 180.
It is money.
Yeah, exactly.
Money. So
soup way sweet. Now money kill them. And the funny thing is, I'm not criticizing them, but if we look at it, most of the private universities we have, they are missionary, and I believe they should be cheaper.
Well, I think they should be cheaper as well, but I think they're also providing world-class services, because I think a topic like that trended on Twitter, you know, the common private university versus public university. And I just think public university students have this suffer-head mentality. Like I said, they had their convocation, I think last 2 weeks or so. So most of them were like, oh, I graduated with a first class. And you see public universities saying, in my own university, like, if you see one person graduate with a first class, something, do you get? But I also think the price is worth it because they are training them for when they graduate, like the real employment world. Because I think they teach them Excel, all these things you should know in the workforce, Excel, Microsoft Office and everything, which is very, very helpful when you are going into the workforce. So all these things are obviously money. So I think if you can afford it, then you should go for it.
But you can afford it, but I feel more like it's the experience because public, let's say federal universities as a whole now, most of the lecturers they believe when you are meant to study a course and you have let's say a semester ahead, you know the courses you have for that semester. So they tell you you should go and work on it. Since you know okay, this I'm doing, let's say you are doing sociology now, you have to go about okay, let me go online. But there they have to break it down to them. Like I think they take like the simplest person that will take it from let's say I don't know anything, but at least I have to teach them. That's a US standard. If you want to study the question for exam, you look at the best students in the class and the worst student, and they're like, okay, let us set something about them for them. But yeah, they don't care if okay, you know it or you don't know it. So I don't feel maybe it's just the better way to teach. That's their own.
No, that's not the better way. Okay, I have a friend that's currently doing his second degree abroad. He said when he first resumed, his professors, like an elderly man, was like they should address him on a first name basis.
We carry respect on our head in Nigeria.
Thank you. And he said there was a day he wasn't feeling too well. He went to class and the lecturer could tell and had to tell him that please go, I will send the assignment to your student's email. But I think Nigeria, the thing is because I suffer, you too you must suffer.
Yes.
Which shouldn't be so. Like you see lecturers telling you 100 is for God, you can't have 100. 90 is for me, and before you pass through me, I don't understand.
They make university seem like it's a war.
A war. Thank you.
Because I don't know why I'll be eager to learn. I'll come to school, go through the stress, pay the fees, and I'll still come and become frustrated in that same institution. Like, at first you guys won't give me what I want. Okay, maybe I was going for microbiology, then you give me biology education.
That's another thing.
Give me biology education, I start, and the funny thing is, I might make the cutoff, and there is somebody out there that doesn't even have half of what I have, and the person gets microbiology, but me that I qualify, I get biology education. That alone is frustrating. Before you hustle for school fees, things are really hard. Like, things are getting worse. Before you start balloting for hostel, before you even think of getting the money to pay that hostel fee, before you start going for lectures, assignments, that's when one lecturer will give you one assignment and you will not even know where to start from. Oh, that is even aside. Then you get to the exam. They'll be telling you, don't buy the handout, you will not pass. And there is nothing you can do about it. So all these things alone are frustrating, and it's enough for someone not to say, I don't want to go to school again. But no, if you don't have, like there was a time I was talking to my mom, I was like, this school, me, I don't think I'm going again because I'm tired. What is it? She was like, try ignorance. The moment she said try ignorance, I remembered something that happened. Like, the woman could not enlighten her daughter well because she wasn't educated. And I didn't picture myself in that position. So I just said, okay, I'm mama for it. Well, come soon, we'll come out of it. People that have been coming out of it, they are getting successful, they are making it. So what is stopping me? So I believe they should just ease the tension and like show some love. It is really important. Those lecturers hate us.
Like that's the thing about education. When you are educating someone, you try to ease into it. But they believe, obviously, like he said about federal universities, like they tell you, give you course outline, go and learn. Fine, that's fine. A learner should be able to like explore further on it, on his or her own rather. But the thing is, they just bring it and dump it on us. You know it, you don't know it. That's it.
And they will still show up.
Yeah, but you know, with what you said now, I picture something just in mind, and I feel maybe that's why all these things happen. Because far back then, let's say 2014, 13, I don't know. Enter is now, well, they were Zing before. So they used to do this inter-university quiz on TV, like maybe they'll call different universities in Nigeria, and even Africa. So like you, so I think then university was like okay, sometimes you wanted to go to like, but now some people like it's like fine, so maybe you should just try to like balance everything. Everybody wants to go to Unilag, Unilag, but let's say like 5 universities now that I say everybody, all students in Nigeria want to attend. So, but I think maybe because our focus is that I travel a lot, so I see because there I was going to like, my second trip was to Ibadan, then I was going to go to Osun too. So just in the bus, I could count like 30 universities like I've not heard of. On the express, like I was just seeing like some people, I just see some boys, something university. I'm not like, so there are universities like this, and
everybody's rushing to
like just
UI,
if you go to university based on okay, other universities they're not studying this course, I have to go there. There's no doubt, I'll not blame you, but if you are studying your courses like different universities, and you still like first jam, like second jam, like
third,
so now even Igbo students that I know, they don't want to go in Lagos again.
Yeah.
They want to go there because if they should just get 200, anything, they'll pick them.
I think it is just a matter of recognition. The Unilag is like internationally recognized. And it is dangerous just going to a school that you don't really know about because of accreditation.
Okay.
Go and do 4-year course and then you go like, you can't employ you. Why? Your course was not accredited, university is not accredited. So all these things are.
No, what you said now, I usually experienced it. I was working in a company then they told us to do like set interview for some set of students. And I looked at them like, report out. The manager was telling me that if it's not a federal university, park them on one side. If it's not a well-known state university, and when we were saying state university, we were talking about Anambra University, LASU, and Osun, one school in Osun like that. And I'm like, sir, but you're talking, what about so I was not surprised, like, why would you say so? Then they said, there are too much. Okay, better still, is there any way that one has, okay, they should honor the system in the company, then you should shut down without using the mouse. So I'm not like, sir, you said, like, what if the person is not going to come out, like, it's none of his business. All he wants is, he wants somebody that can think outside the box. So I say when you can study Yoruba education in school, you have to know something else beyond that.
That's the thing.
So I was so happy that okay, he's thinking because it's not as if okay, I went to school just because I want to study this, then I have to come outside and portray. So I feel maybe you can balance this and say, okay, if you're a doctor, that does not mean lights on your house. You can't fix it. So one thing I love you about is I want to hear about it. So your first year, your first semester, you have to do everything.
That's why it is abroad.
You have to you do law first semester, you do something elect. You have to touch everything. Your first year, then second year, then after.
Thank you. That's how it is in abroad. Like, deciding on what you want to do for life is not an easy task at all.
Yeah.
So they let you explore your first year. Then after your first year, going to your second year, then you now know, okay, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
But then you even have another advantage of choosing a minor course.
Yeah,
something you major in, another course you minor in.
And that's it. You said minor course. But now if you want to switch from one private to another university,
it's
another problem.
Well, it's just like you want to start admission process from the beginning.
I know private universities kind of do something like that. Another thing again is what private universities have over and head they have over public universities. They offer summer school.
Oh yeah.
So it makes the program faster. Like if you can afford it, you finish a 4-year course in 3 years. Or even if you have a carryover, you can use summer school to like
and they do it in Nigeria too. I think Bowen do that.
Bowen,
Covenant
does it, yeah. But public university, just imagine somebody was telling me something about a particular faculty that they were supposed an elective course that they were supposed to do in year 3. Elective, you can do other elective, they didn't do it. So on resuming back this year, they also carry over.
What happened to a friend of mine? He's a final year student. His 300 level second semester results, they cannot find any of it. So now he wrote letter to Senate, wrote letter to HOD, wrote letter to course advisors. He said they've disposed the results.
Why?
Now, no talks, extra year. Plus the corona, that's 6 years. And the course he's studying is not small course, mathematical science.
Wow.
And when his results for this exam they just wrote first semester, when he came out, he was having A's. So how would you lost 4 results?
4 results.
Nothing. Just like he went to waste his time in school.
Just thank you very much. This thing now, the world is like evolving, right? Tech is coming in, everything is like computer based.
Why couldn't they keep it on tabs?
Thank you. Why?
What happened to the internet? What happened to the portal?
Why?
You know, then I was saving.
Why would you even throw result away?
You know, because maybe you don't even appreciate, because everything in Nigeria is just go to primary school, junior secondary school, senior, then you have to go to university to get a job. You have to. So, and I've gotten to, maybe because of the time I started moving out. So I figured out some things are not important. To me now, if I build up my company, I can't tell you have to come with masters. Just have this IQ.
Know what you're doing.
Because if you go to school, you go and do masters, everything, you still come back and I see offering 120,000 naira.
The funny thing is, you going to school. You going to school.
The
The funny thing is, you going to school doesn't mean your mental health is even in check.
That's
Because psychologically, all these things we think all these things don't weigh, but they actually weigh. Imagine me going to school, stressing myself, everything. I still have family issues. I still have bills to pay. I still have exams to write. I have tests. I have school bills too. Everything on my head. And I'll come out looking for job. I will see driver job. You tell me if I don't have masters.
if you don't have this.
When I saw Dangote's vacancy for a truck driver, he said he doesn't want an HND certificate. He wanted a master's. I was like, what?
That's the way they see it. But now bankers has my sister got a job in a bank. Then they said you have to have HND to apply. But when she applied, they said she should submit her ND result because they don't want to pay. So they'll put the ND result to the headquarters, and in their own mind they think they employed one person from ND, what's HND, so they'll pay her ND salary. So HND, but your application is either HND or BSc.
That's right.
And the thing now is, when they do that, the intermediary, right, that send our ND results, they'll be collecting HND salaries.
Yes,
and
now
paying
he's saying the ND.
So I feel it's just focus on go to school, which is that's something I support.
School is important though.
No, education is important.
Education.
In this Nigeria, I think the way we stage it is nursery school, kindergarten, nursery school, primary school, secondary school,
3, 4.
Then it is very, very compulsory. After secondary school, you go to university. There is nothing like have fun a little, explore, know what you want
People
to do.
don't take
University.
They don't allow you to take gap years.
University.
And
that gap year, you're
university.
supposed to use it to
Chill,
explore,
calm down, know what you want.
Go on vacation, volunteer to work for NGO.
Get options.
All these things will build up your resume even before you graduate.
Exactly. But no.
And also, I feel they should scrap
It's
that
like a timetable.
thing called jam. I feel, because if there's no jam, you just finish school. You can choose to go to any school you want.
No, I don't think they should scrap jam. Maybe they can make it better.
What sense?
See, at this point then, the thing is, you see this jam of a thing, it is kind of like I know other countries also do a common exam like this, like common entrance exam for universities. So I think jam should still be in place to screen people out and screen people. But the main thing now is the corruption that has running deep into every system. Imagine, I think when jam started selling, the registrar of jam, he went to one center like that and interviewed the students.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for a jam? I think the girl said
8,000.
8,000. Yeah. But how much was jam itself?
3,000 something or so.
3,500. Then you pay 500 for the novel and then pay 700 naira to register at the CBT. So that's 4,700 naira. But you see, corruption has already run into every system. Now tell me, how many households can now afford to pay the 8,000 naira that they have.
That 8,000 naira, I think if you go to JAM office, it is 4,007.
Yes.
But that 8,000 naira is from a school
budget.
Yes.
So it's not.
It is from a school body. So I don't think there is corruption in that. Because the parents of that school, they weren't willing to take their kids there. So they were like, in fact, if their kids will not come home, they like it. Let the school take all the responsibilities.
Because there are some schools that pay 350,000 just for WAEC.
And right there, a parent was saying his child goes to a deeper life school and they pay 30,000 for JAM. A deeper life school.
So it's not. But why I said they should scrap JAM?
Now is the parents were willing to pay.
Secondary school. Then if you do junior WAEC, they will do this survey and everything. Your result and check. Okay.
Where you're supposed to be sciences, arts, or
so I feel
commercial.
you should do your WAEC. You apply to the school. The school will give you a list of courses they feel
you can go
for you.
I still believe JAM should still be in place for
no,
this.
I'm not saying JAM.
Okay, they should open a board and say, okay, JAM, just do something. But JAM is just apply. If you don't get up to 200, you can't go to this school. You don't get up to, so why are you telling me if I don't get up to 200?
I think the one I don't support is the post.
Why don't schools even set their post system themselves?
Me, I'm not saying you should scrap JAM. The main reason I went ahead for diploma after my NJ was because I didn't want to write JAM. Because where do I want to start from? I'll start reading physics, biology, chemistry, math.
They tell you the questions are at random.
And when you get there, it's just like what you get and what you want, what you see versus what you got.
Yes.
What would you do? So now practically what I see is JAM is luck.
That's it. Thank you.
JAM is luck.
JAM is luck.
If you are lucky, you pass, you go. If you're not lucky, bro, you write again. And you continue to jam you and jam you till you're tired.